What's going on, guys? How you doing? I know it's been quite a long time since I've posted anything. Shoot, I'm just trying to get back into it, trying to come up with something to talk about. I've recorded a bunch of little stuff, but I just can't seem to figure out. I've recorded a bunch of stuff. I just can't seem to, I guess, create anything that I like that I want to show you guys. Just kind of, guess it's kind of been like a writer's block sort of thing, even though I don't write. Don't know what's going on. I took those 2 weeks off when my son was born, and that was very worth it for me. I got to spend some time with him, my wife, and our now 4 kids, which was great. I enjoyed every bit of it, but man, just trying to get back into things with YouTube and everything, I don't know. I keep recording things. I put it on my phone to edit, and it's just, I guess I'm just not happy with it. It's not. I'm not creating anything recently. Let me get the air conditioner out of the camera. I don't know if it's coming through or not, but either way, I just can't seem to create anything that I think is worthwhile. But I digress. We're back up and running. We have been for 3 weeks now, 3 weeks-ish. I recorded that video about my Harley. Did a couple things to it. We'll get to that, and I'll show you guys here in another vlog or so. We're slowly making it what we want it to be. But besides that, yeah, we've just been rolling. We've had a great 2 weeks here. We'll just go over that stuff real quick. This load that I got on right now, I'll show you guys in a minute. This is a CarMax load. But we've had a pretty good 2-week run. I think last week we did a little over 10,000. Last week was nearly, well, hang on, let me just pull it up. Last week we did, subtract the 4,200. Okay, last week we did 11,032 bucks. I took a run up to West Virginia, which was like a 4-stopper, I think. I'm just drawing a blank. Last week we took a run up to West Virginia, which was like, I think that was a 4-stopper-ish. Yeah, that was definitely a 4-stopper. Grabbed that out of West Point. Then we had to run up to Butler, Pennsylvania. We loaded 4 2500s. Sorry, they were F250s with like a steel flatbed box on the back of it, and then one F350 dually. Took them down to Dallas, Texas. That was a pretty good load. And then coming out of Texas, they didn't have anything down at the Volkswagen yard, so I ended up having to deadhead back to Tupelo, grabbed a Nissan load up through Kentucky, and then delivered that. All of that together was a really good paying load, or that whole week was real good paying. Friday, I loaded the load that I delivered yesterday, which I'll show you guys in a second. I recorded a little bit on that. That was a pretty decent, well, that was a really good load. That paid, where did that go? That was 10 vehicles. Where'd it go? All right. Loaded 10 vehicles out of CarMax, going up to Cincinnati. That was 2,260 bucks. That was a good paying load, because it's only like 390 miles. And then I've got this load on that I have right now. That's paying 3,123. Still not a bad load. What does that come out to be? Because that is like 5,000 and change. 2260 plus, what did I just say? 3123, 3123. So literally in 2 days, because I'll be delivered tonight. I delivered yesterday, reloaded this yesterday, and I'll be delivered tonight. I'll have 5,383 on the ground. Then tomorrow I'm running a short load, 6 F-150s. That's 91 miles. That pays $739 plus. Why did that not work? Hang on. 3123, 3123 plus 2260 plus. So then tomorrow I will load up a real quick short one for $739. That gets up to 6,100. And then I load a 1458, which is my load to get me back home. So in 4 days did 7580. Add that to last week's. So roughly just shy of 20,000 on a 2-week turn. So that was a pretty good 2 weeks here. I'm very happy with that. This load that we have on, like I said, is a CarMax load. Load this out of Odessa. You know what? Let's go outside, and I'll see you guys in a second. I'll show you guys what the load looks like, and then I'm going to run inside and grab some lunch real quick. So I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, so this is the load. We got 2 Jeep Wranglers. See the whole load. Pretty basic 9-car load. 2 Jeep Wranglers. This is my tallest unit on this entire load. This is at 13.4. And really the only reason it is, if you zoom in, is that light bar right there is the only high part on this entire load. So really this load came down to height real easy. Have this slid almost all the way in, and got a little WRX under here. Left this way back so I could have turning space. I didn't know, I put an F-150 down here once, which I should have known better. I can make height, but I guess I overthought it, and yes, I took out my mud flap again. Sorry, didn't mean to. But these little mud flaps, they grab on the corner of the trailer here, and it rips them to shreds. It catches. But either way, we digress. I put an F-150 here, so I should have known I could have come down to height, but I guess I was just worried about it. So I left this back so I could get the front of the deck here down a little bit further. And as you can see, I didn't really need to. I have plenty of space under here. What it did make this back here a bit closer than I like. Obviously, you can see it, we're tucked in. All of this has plenty of room. It's not gonna touch. Any of you guys that run the 75-foot trailers, you know, I mean, that's about how close you have to run most of the time. So we have nothing really to worry about, but I could have just pulled this forward a little bit. I tend to always park my vehicles down here, right here. As soon as the wheel touches this little flipper that they have, that's usually where I stop. But either way, could have pulled this one forward a little bit more. I could have put this one back, but I don't like to. You can hook into here, but it pulls up. It's not solid, and I just don't want to damage it. So I pulled back just enough to where I can get the hook in here, as always. This vehicle, I almost always back on. Not because you need height, because I mean at 13.6 on this Porsche, I had plenty of room, but I always back it on just because it's easier to get in and out of the doors. Leave your, I've said it before, leave your shotgun way out, back on, don't set your parking brake, put it in park, and hop out of the car with the shotgun. If I look through the camera, not at my finger, leave the shotgun way out, it leaves this door much further off the back of the truck, so you don't have to struggle getting in and out right here. Plus, by doing it, you gain your space back here to drop this deck all the way down, which gets you down to height easier if you have tall vehicles. But yeah, I just take this and use the actual hydraulics and just roll the vehicle all the way in. Back here, you're gonna park pretty much the same spot. I don't think these straps have been moved from where they're located ever since I ran down there in Columbia running the trucks. So other than that, they pretty much stay right in that same spot, and this all comes down to height easily. What else is there? Really, I mean, I could have put another SUV here if I needed to. I have an absolute ton of space up there. I could have dropped this down like 2 more pins, but on this deck, I'm almost always in either 7 or 8, one of these 2 holes when I'm lowering this deck down. Back here, I will say I am almost always in, this will be from, you see the little pinhole right here. I'm almost always in 4, 5, or 6 right here. And up there on the front, same thing. I'm usually 2 below the pin, between either on the pin or 2 below it, in that range. So let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I'm right on the pin. Yeah, sorry, I counted this, but yeah, I'm right on the pin right here. So that one is almost always in the same spot. Actually, almost all of these are. This one is almost always in either 9 or 10. Under the pinhole right here, 9 or 10 gets me right here to, this is tucked under this bar to just under these the screws, and it rides fine. I make height with almost all my stuff that way. But guys, that's really all I have. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers, so I appreciate it. And I don't know. See you guys next time. Bye.